So, hello there everyone. My name is Kiravaku and I'm your host and your voice here to give you a very evil laugh if you guys manage to hear it. But if you guys didn't manage to hear it, then yeah, I'm just trying stuff. Also, I need to drink lots of water actually. Yes, tendrils everywhere. Obviously, I feel like Archer is really lacking in some sense. I'm not sure why. Well, I already finished my ascendancy and stuff. I just finished my ascendancy not long ago. And to be honest, I can't see the chat. Yeah, I can't see the chat in the what at the moment. In Twitter. Because not sure why. Twitter is not running in my browser and stuff. So yeah, it's an issues. It's an issues. Maybe I can use my phone to monitor you guys. Definitely can do it this way. But hold on a bit, I need something to hang my phone up so I can see you guys. It's not exactly up, it's better than nothing. Oh! Finally. Twitter start to move to. And I don't have to use my bell. Yes. Hello everyone. My name is Kiravaku and I'm your host and your voice. Yes, to try to entertain you and have no idea what the heck I'm doing. No idea what the heck I'm doing. At least I know one thing, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm not using armor explosions anymore because like most of the mob is actually pretty tough right now. So armor explosion doesn't really do much. It's better for me to literally do this. And then shotgun the face. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, my damage is really high right now. Ridiculously high. And I can actually proc bleeding, I think. Oh, I completely forgot I can make banner and stuff. I love it. I change some of build and stuff. I think I should use deep freeze rather than cold penetration, so let's skip shot. Yep. Feel better doing that way. Turn this thing on. Option input. Boom.
Killing time.
Actually, the bone cages is something that I temporarily use for emergency immobilizations.
Simple enough.
Woo! Sorry if I didn't like talk too much. I kind of like a little bit in the pickle there.
One down. Who's next?
Man, those guys are tough.
No room.
Ooh, no room. Bye-bye.
What?
Greetings. Thank you.
I hear you. Browse as long as you like. I'll unburden you.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Take it back.
Warm
Alright.
nights.
And salvage bench. And stash. Put him in.
Young one.
Young one, I'm going to tell you this. Hey, young one, can you go back to the trial? I forgot to put in all those relics that I got in my inventory. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to the Kirivakuo stream. Da, da, da. Welcome to the Kirivakuo stream. Da, 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 da. Yeah, as long as they don't like resist against fire, I'm pretty much okay. I think. What kind of rune did I just get? Physical damage is life. Holy shit, that is really powerful. And yes, I can tell this thing is this skill is really OP.
Close and personal.
Man, it doesn't really like take too much like mana from you, and it almost instant freeze quite a lot of stuff. Even if they don't freeze, you can just do it a few more times. It's not a crime not to do it a few more times. Glacial Shot is way more better for bigger mob, but yeah. Again, I'm still playing like the critical build. It's just that the break armor sniper one at the later act 2 is not going to work that well anymore because the setup is a little bit too slow. I'd rather ice people really fast and then like just shotgun in the face. And once they kind of like got iced once, they will have like a certain resistance to it. So I can then use something like this. Ooh, Regal Shard.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to 1,000 years of suffering as a dream, bound in this place of her dishonor. Let no woman or man of Marrakech blood enter her prison before her time is served.
Yep. Ah, the power of iced. So powerful. I really love this build. Not a lot of people actually are aware about this or sleeping on this.
Gotta be something valuable behind
It's
those
because like you
doors.
can't just consistently freeze a person in most of like boss pro skill.
I prove myself, Coon It's me. It's me.
Yeah, and some of the boss like I should just keep on using like the armor break and concentration shot, velocity shot. Concentration shot. Because the armor just breaks so fast. Armor can still break really consistently.
Like the scorpion.
And then after a while you can start doing this again. Because the cooldown rate for this like very skill is pretty decent, to be honest. This kind of dude is a little bit hard for me to fight him because I really have to guess really well where I position this before I can use the salvo on him. Actually, a salvo is not a really great skill for freezing, so when I actually get like a when I actually get like a better like glacier shot, I will technically still using the salvo at the moment. If you guys didn't know, glacier shot is basically shoot like an ice wall, and it actually deal to boss way more frost damage than you think. Because boss can just walk through ice wall, and ice wall still kind of explode. Like when the ice wall broke, it actually explode with like more ice damage. So it ironically are really powerful.
That's one down.
Of course, like escape shot is still really good to like freeze up a lot of like smaller mob, but yeah, like the weakness of glacier shot is because like small mob can just like walk over it, not walk over it, like you know, like do like a big roundabout and just like charge at you.
No room.
Doing that, so that's the only weakness of glacier shot. It's good with big mob, it's not really good with small mob, but with escape shot, it's just way too good, and then you can even escape like from getting swarm and stuff. So it's a really good skill.
Quickly.
Young one.
Do I have any yellow item to sell everything? As long as there's no yellow item, I don't really have any incentive to like take on anything because I have a pretty nice, decent like rare item, and my level is almost reached to a point that I can wear back most of my like older equipment. Now I need to target this thing. I only 10 level left. This weapon I have currently is really ridiculously good. Obviously I also got this demon call into it. The demon call actually, the so-called is attack elemental, like weaken the elemental resistance, because at the end I'm still going to use quite a lot of elemental stuff, but here's the thing, my elemental stuff is not really specialized on actual elemental attack. It's more like physical to elemental attack, so it does boost my elemental attack, but it breaks people like elemental resistance. You bypass people elemental resistance, so it's not like I'm just going to like fully spec in on that. And I'm not sure that my next one is should go for like the leech or go for the thing, because like, I do a lot of physical damage because of just the shotgun itself is really good. And yes, I'm going to later on like fully change it to shotgun instead of like the piercing round and velocity round. Piercing round and velocity round currently is still good for bossing, but later on when you get like actual like glacier shot, like holy shit, glacier shot is actually just legitimately way too powerful for like hitting any elite enemy or like boss enemy. It's just almost an instant drop down for them. Let's go back. Did we free most of the space? Not yet. Yeah, I put most of my rune over there. Sorry, that a little bit gassy.
Weak animal!
See how good of a crowd control like escape shot is. For one, you flip back. Second, you can shoot again afterward. Like flip back and then switch to a crossbow and then like shoot a shotgun at them is just feels good. It feels cool in both ways. You do cool damage and then you beat cool points. Double the coolness. Oh man, what are you trying to do? Huh? What are you trying to do?
Arcane misery! All in a day's work.
Yeah, I completely forgot like the firewall thingy. Still decent crowd control if I use a firewall plus piercing shot. hard to find a way out to the next map. Choose the wrong path.
Weak animal!
Yeah, sometimes you do need like a the reason I have salvo is actually for reasons that is I need to freeze people in a much more proper way,
Someone's
in a much
fighting
more
up ahead.
concentrated way.
Hold them back while I open the gate.
I'm not sure about that though.
Well, still works.
Advance with me. There are 2 more gates we must open.
Yeah, salvo is just good.
Continue the assault. Slay them all.
No. I need to beat the crap out of you guys. Hey, why you guys are not moving? Yeah, saw that terracotta, I'd be like, those rock are moving! Ooh, I do want to try out those kind of like Magic Knight type of like style gameplay. Cause like it just feels right. The game like try to like play Magic Knight.
Dark machine! We shall
Ada. 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 Oh, don't come in one by one. So many intel blocks. You must really like to impale people. Hold on.
No room.
Let's see, can I finesse some room out? No, I can't. No matter what I do, there'll be no room for anything else. Yeah, this is gonna be out of water.
How can I be of aid? Time is short. Make haste.
Young one. Do not wander.
Is it better than what I have? Kind of is, actually. But it does increase attack of bow skill and attack speed. So, kind of lost on that department. Let's see. Ooh, critical damage bonus. Ah, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, you lost. I tried to buff you up, but you still lost. It's your fault that you didn't manage to get into the selections.
Do not wander. Hmm? Take your time.
But let's see, any good bow for me? Nope. Give me a skill level plus, and then I'll be loving you. Ooh, one extra arrow for projectile. But I need a good toilet first. I'll come back. Pretty fast. Back, and I might actually take this bow since it's like one additional level. But do I have the capability to handle one
May
additional
it
level?
serve you well.
Well, either way, I'm going to boost this thing up. Can't boost this thing up.
Goodbye.
Let's see. Oh, I don't even have regal shot for this guy. Okay. What? Gonna sell it then. Waste some money.
I will tell you.
Still worthwhile. Still worthwhile.
Well, well. Still works.
Well, there's lots of Impel Corps, so it doesn't hurt to find some stuff from them. Yeah, too bad. Didn't manage to find anything from them. Let's take a look. Let's see. Any special stuff? Jamandra, the Brazen King. Why did that dramatic much? A good thing is even they have a shield when you froze them. The shield is
If we
basically
can allow the
invalid.
caravan through all three gates, my warriors will swarm them under. Onward! Give these demons no quarter!
One guy freeze explode and already deals so much damage in the surrounding. Just so ridiculously powerful. Ooh, golden chest. And ooh, terracotta army. Come on, move. Man, they just don't like to move, huh? Yeah, I don't really have to do that. Let's put fire up, keep fire here. Yeah, it's kind of bad combinations. I'm just waiting for like the effect makes me like reload instantly thingy.
Broken! We must continue our advance!
Because when I actually can deal fire damage again, I can like do more fire damage. And like chance to inflict bleeding on critical, yes. Yeah, I'm also focusing trying to get a bleeding build going on here.
Noxious Sycamore. For the king!
This guy has a really high ice
I
tolerance.
shall dethrone you, Sycamore! The Malekith will fall by my hand! Wrath of a king!
Yep, this guy has a really high
By my hand!
ice resist. Maybe playing ice is not that well.
The Maracas will fall by my hand!
Oh,
Wrath for the king!
This'll get him!
I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sand! The Maracas will fall by my hand! Wrath for the king! The Maracas will fall! The Maracas will fall by my
Fall.
hand!
lol.
You
Salvo.
are unworthy! I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sands! I tried to seek peace, and the Sekamas disgraced me. Nevertheless, rot in the sand. This time, we choose war! Get out of the way!
Oh, you try to swarm me? Try to swarm
We
me?
shall finish this! But not today.
Make haste! He must not escape!
I can't just leave, can
Quickly!
he?
He conjures the very sands against us! This is no natural sandstorm.
Yeah,
We must
no.
battle sorcery with
My
sorcery.
eye!
Let
The
us return to the
sands.
caravan and entreat Zarka's
I
wisdom.
hate the sand. It gets into everywhere. Right there, I'm doing some social posting.
German rock there is. We would have.
Haagen-Dazs. Engage modern. Ooh, glacier boat. Haagen-Dazs. Das ist gut. There's still lots of things I cannot equip. Well, I can try out eye shot, but eye shot is a little bit it's a pretty meh skill for me. Hi there, Market.
Speak up.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of items. Identify them first.
The Countess has you. We must read. Thank you.
Careful story.
This enchanted yellow item. And then sell the rest. Put you in. I don't need too much stuff. Salvage bench. I got 0 things salvage. Oh yeah, I need to talk to like the captain.
Ah, yes. The Horn of the Vestiri. I know the tale. The ancient city of Keth, the Badlands, and the Valley of the Titans. We can retrace Orbala's steps in any order. Fight to the
boy.
last.
Let's open up the map. Is there anything I managed to miss? No, I just got more place to travel. That's all. I should try to go to the Valley of Titan first, or I'm not sure. Now knowing that I have Glacial Boat, I feel everything is slightly more safer. And Glacial Boat here, shotgun here, and let's go for the piercing round, and then this one choose the high velocity round. High velocity round is basically sniper. So let's go to Jaft, Curved, Draft. I have no idea. Basically, the Mastodon Battler, a place with a lot of skeleton there, which is actually pretty good for my character class, Witch Hunters. But I didn't spec in like kill like undead faster thingy. Spider.
You're dead.
Day. Yeah, I really love this dude. Backflip. Whoa. Backflip. Whoa. Backflip. Whoa. Backflip. Whoa. I missed. Backflip. Whoa.
That's one down.
Man. Stop annoying the heck out of me. You guys aren't hurting me.
Always some sort of ritual going on, eh?
Okay, augmentations. And then you do stuff.
Killing time.
Yep, this is why I thought it's really powerful. See? They just literally walk past the ice wall, and it actually have like a very huge like ice build up. Oh no, I removed the ice build up, did I? Not sure. Let's see. Did they remove the ice build up? I didn't let them patch. Maybe it's just because of the cold penetration. Let me change my deep freeze. So now they can actually freeze. Good. Yes. Now they can freeze. I just messed with the wrong skill.
Take back.
Currently, I'm a little bit on the low energy mode, so I can't chat for that much. Ooh. My road speed is abysmal.
Another notch on the helmet.
Uncut skill gem, level 6. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't get escape shot level 6.
Use escape shot to jump backwards and shoot an explosion of ice. Use escape shot to jump backwards and shoot an explosion.
The 300% like frost build up is still really, really good.
Down.
Yeah, because the shield is right in front of him, usually it won't really get me that much. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Don't make me turn on my wall banner on you. Oh! Hey! Hi there, guys! Welcome to the Kirivaku stream. My name is Kirivaku, and I'm your host and your boy Beautiful is here to entertain you. I may or may not. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey! So, what were you guys doing? Are you guys also enjoying a very, very nice sessions of Path of Exile? Oh, art stuff. What are you guys drawing? I haven't do too much art stuff lately because I've been like a little bit knee deep into this game. Oh, Vocaloid, which one? I only know a few Vocaloid. The twins, Luca, Miku. Imagine I name everyone without naming Miku. That'd be hilarious. It's like, I get later on. I only know a few Vocaloid. Name everyone except Miku. All right. Usually, it's already at the end of the stream for most people. When it comes to the end of the stream, it's for most people they're already tired. You guys, if you want to have to take a good rest, you can take a good rest from it. For me, I'm just going to keep chilling and yeah, like literally shooting eye shot, chilling them, and shotgun in the face. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it too. And thank you very much for the stream, for the raid again. Sorry that I don't really like have like lots of tools for doing the shot and stuff, just like that and stuff. But yeah, really appreciate it. So I don't really have an audience to shout out to in the first place, so really thank you a lot. Why?
Well, that's one down.
Ooh, this might be a nice bow. Have anyone here played like Path of Exile 2 at the moment? Or at least Path of Exile 1? I can tell you one thing, if you like Path of Exile 1, there's quite a lot of chance you might like Path of Exile 2.
Lock him in!
Anyone play Diablo? Torchlight? Or Last Epoch? Or Wilson's? Or I can name quite a lot, but suddenly I forgot most of the things. But yeah, technically those games. Oh, Van Helsing, and Lost Ark, and Yeah, it's basically that. This is an ARPG game, so you kind of like it's like a looting game. It's like you fight, stage, map. First you have to go past the storm first, and then like you start to like go to like mapping this and that, yeah, this stuff. Ooh, Holotype Knight. Yeah, I haven't finished my Hollow Knight yet. And my Dead Cell. And End of Lily. End of Lily. I forgot that one. Like that girl with like a zombie knight one. I play lots of different types of games. You can kind of name it. I might play either I played it or play something similar to it. Ooh, I'm gonna cut support gem. Wait, is this support gem or spirit gem? If it's a spirit gem, then I have way more stuff to do with it. Nope. Not Ned. Yeah, like the if you're talking about like the End of Lily or like that, you know, like that basically the little girl with like the undead knight one. That game is, try not to read all the dialogue. It's depressing. You get depression from playing that game. I'm not kidding. It's really that sad. Why on ice? It doesn't do jack shit to them, to be honest. The glacier only work on like bigger mob. It doesn't work on smaller mob. It just push them and block them. As for Dead Cell, I kind of really into it at the beginning. But I stopped kind of like halfway through because it become like a little bit. I tried to speed run and I failed to speed run lots of times, so I kind of like got a little bit frustrated and then stopped playing. Besides, they keep adding lots of content into it, like DLC type content. I end up feel like I have a lot of stuff I haven't experienced yet, and then there's like more stuff to experience, and then there are lots of people say like Dead Cell have lots of stuff that pretty boring for lots of people. But there's like, if you like to play like Hollow Knight type of game, there's this one is really good. I mean like really good. Is called Entropy Effect. Is using the Blaze Blue IP to create an entire like side-scroller game. Man, it is fun to play that game. It's basically they have lots of like fighting game, like combo stuff. Like literally put it in a side-scrolling PvE game. It's super fun to play. Yeah, you can try to find it like entropy effect or entropy effect. I forgot. Because basically, the world is slowly freezing up, so they not actually freezing up. Like there's some sort of particle like flowing around into the world, and then the only few way to kind of like save humanity is like putting them inside like simulations, while they are inside a cryopod. And now that cryopod like the simulation itself are starting to go a little bit weird. And then you are kind of like the task force functioning like the anti-virus. Try to like eliminate the virus stuff happening inside the simulation. And try to find what's wrong with the... Technically you are an agent from like somewhere else to find out is there any like conspiracy happening inside this like simulations. The guy who made it and stuff.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
But don't worry, you are not doing detective job. It's just a story. The more you play through, the more you unlock the story content only. But man, the game is really fun. Oh, you love a game with story. Here's the thing. That's a game. Technically, it's an MMO, but you can just play it alone. Or if you want, you can find a friend to tag along with it. It's a side-scroller game again. Since again, I am trying to focus like on the side-scroller game like topic. It's called Closer Online. Oh, that game. Every characters have their own individual storyline. Like there's like 5 group of people, 5 team that you can choose. Like among them have like 5 teammates, and then there's 5 group, and each group have their own storyline. Like the first group is called like Black Lamb. They are much more like shonen type like story going on with them. And then like the Wolf Dog, they are the seinen type, like much more like edgy, grim, dark storyline. But everyone in that character function a different story. They functionally have like different POV when it comes to like their storytelling and stuff. They have different interactions with like how the different NPC, this and that stuff, how's the story functions. And then like everyone have so much story. You can just play the game without touching like the end game stuff. Man, there's so much story to watch, especially the Wolf Dog one. Wolf Dog one, holy shit, the antagonist. Like you can play for months with that. Just slowly play, and it's a very fun like side scroller combo game. The problem is you need to play your keyboard like a freaking piano. It's like, imagine, look at your keyboard right now, and Q to U, A to J, Z to M. All those keys you have to set up to play the game. While you using your up, down, left, right to walk. You essentially are playing a piano. Of course, at the later gameplay, at the beginning gameplay is still fine. At the later gameplay, I think you already got used to it to the point that even more key is still fine. Yes, basically there's so many set of skill that can combo with each others. You need to have like a sense of like, okay, when I press Q do this skill, I can press W to do this skill, E to do this skill. Maybe I can follow up with a jump, and then I do like a D, S, A, or something like that, and then go F when I need to pull out, and then I got a second out on this other key. I usually separate some, I lose some of the key to go for my up, down, left, right. It's on my numpad. It's 1, 2, 3, 5 on the up, down, left, right. And then the rest of the numpad button is like other way for me to trigger the skill, because there's just so many skills to trigger the character I play. The difficulty is the highest one, Tina. And fun fact, it's a Korean game. They use Korean like voice acting, but you can download a Japanese voice pack into it. yeah, everyone have a very unique story comes to it. Like, not exactly unique, but they have their own individual POV. Some of the character, like the Black Lamb one, everyone almost kind of happening at the same time, because Wolf Dog is basically have a lot of character that added on later on, and then the rest of the characters same. Like they came out with a batch of 4 characters and then add 2 more later on. So the last 2 characters usually have a very different dynamic story happening to them.
How can I...
Speak up.
Yeah, you can try. It's in Steam, Closer Online. And it used to, here's the thing, like back in the days, Closer Online was the kind of like time that you have like stamina system, but now it's much more fun because they removed the stamina system, so you can just straight up play it to that. They have just so much content to do. But I do recommend not to try out like the raid, because the game is, I won't say as on its last leg, it's more like it's a very long MMO, and as most people already know, MMO kind of like drop off the longer it exists. So the only like player there generally are really like sweaty players. So if you go to raid, you did something wrong, they will basically flame the shit out of you. Unless you have like a group of friends to help you with, then that would be much more fun. But usually the one that flame you is like the top 10 player. Weirdly, I know one top 2 player for like Luna. Yeah, both of you guys can play together, like, and play each other's story, so you guys can watch like different story together. I recommend it if you guys want to start with like Wolf Dog or Wolf Dog storyline or the Black Lamb storyline first, because they are starting at the very beginning. The later 3rd and 4th group, they kind of like added on later, so that storyline start kind of like in the middle of like Black Lamb and like Wolf Dog storyline. So if you want to make sense of lots of things, at least try the beginning character first, or just try the character you think is the most fun to play. There's so many characters to play, different character, different skill. There's one that used to help to actually like dish out skill and damage, and there's like Nata. Here's the thing, like if you want to play Wolf Dog, never choose the guy that with like 2 scythe like holding his hand. You will not have a fun time playing him, because that guy require like super combo skill characters to know how to play that him. And he basically is the type of character, like if you watch Black Clover, he's basically the main characters that keep yelling non-stop, but deals 0 damage. You can just finish all your combo to the point everything is on cooldown. The guy barely like got half of the health cut. Nata is so hard to play. And funny thing is, like, by the character story arc and lore, Nata is actually the strongest character out of everyone. But he didn't deal a single damage. Because they have something called like phase power, it's like phase force. he is the one that have the highest face force for a normal human. So high to the point that he can't control it. Yeah, actually in a later game you will have like a skill that kind of like activate limit break. That's the only small window of time that you can actually deal a shit tons of damage. But you only get that skill like almost very late of the game. But by now how the storylines go is more like in the middle of your game. Maybe like 50, 60 level. You start to get that skill, and then I was like, holy shit, you need to take that long to get that skill. My friend told me that skill is his bread and butter. Like, that is your only small window to fight boss. While most characters just flat out better. Yeah, and then you can laugh at him when he tried to complain like, I did so much attack, so many hits, so many numbers, why there's no damage? Actually, it legitly like that. If you using the, I forgot, like, it's the Japanese, like, voice actor, if you download the Japanese, like, vocal pack, like, mod it into it, the Japanese voice actor I remember is actually a really famous like characters that do that famous like voice actor that do like the crazy laugh one.
Close and personal.
Like if you actually pay attention to like a lot of like different Japanese voice actor, you might actually know him. But there's still so many like interesting characters. For me, my favorite character is Tina. Tina is kind of like a cyborg, not like a cyborg or an android. Yeah, more or less like an android. Her skill is basically called like imaginary face force. Is basically she can pull out anything that she imagined, and what all her skill is basically pull out any gun she wants. And her ultimate, one of her ultimate is literally turned into like, have you watched any Gundam? Yeah, like the, you know, like sometimes like some Gundam like dock into like this like giant like mech suit, like backpack. Yeah, basic is that, with a shit tons of lasers, this and that, rockets, everything, basically all kind of firepower. Now, I think there's one character is more American. Because for Tina, her skill is generally much more like on the practical side because she is an trained assassin. Her character trope is like Kurudere, so it's like those kind of like cold-faced persons. I think that's the fourth group, Raptors, have a guy actually also like have you watched any Korean like manga and stuff? Yeah, he's basically the pinnacle of like the Korean the Korean like male super handsome male characters with 2 guns. With 2 handguns. And then the third group have so many interesting characters. There's one that just uses a shield to smack the shit out of people. And oh yeah, I think it's from the fourth group. They have like a vampire, kind of like a vampire. Like they are. I think she is the first Phase Force user. And then she lost her body. So like she trying to track down her actual body, and she found she temporarily possessing the dead girl. But the way she kind of like fight is basically she was like the first Phase Force user, and she's supposed to like retire and go to like eternal sleep. So she literally have her coffin just to smack the shit out of people. Is a very fun character too. How to play him. Yeah, she basically found this girl got replaced as her actual body, and then she climbed out of the coffin and then just drag around the coffin and tried to find her actual body. Because she is the first Phase Force user, she actually is super powerful. But now she's in this girl body, she barely have any power. Why she need to find like her own body is because like her body is actually literally is like a nuclear weapons. Oh, yeah. Black Lamb, the first group, the main characters, technically for the entire storyline, the main character is what is his name again? So I suddenly got brain fart. Hold on a little bit. I need to try and search his name up. Seha. Seha is technically your quote-unquote shonen main character. The story kind of like is a little bit revolved around him because at one of the end of the arc story, technically he is the son of God. He's actually literally a Jesus. And you know what kind of weapon he have? The most kick-ass weapon of all, Gunblade. And if you use the Japanese vocal, one of the skill is literally called "Fuck, let's get." Well, I'm a weeb. Of course, I know how to speak tiny little bit of Japanese, but just tiny little bit. Not enough to actually use it. But I do able to understand Japanese though. Oh man, look at me. I'm literally a anime characters right now. What's my favorite anime, huh? I actually, funny thing is like, after when I can't tell you any on the newer one, I only can tell you like old anime because after I went to like study like 3D animations. I kind of stopped watching animation at all. It's like the enjoyment of anime become like a little bit different because it's more like people enjoy the anime for like the anime trope. For me, like I changed to like enjoy anime in the way that it kind of like appreciate the animation and stuff. How did I do that? What kind of technique they use? Like those kind of things. Like the enjoyment become very different. But if you want me to say like when I was just enjoying anime, I would say like the best anime I watched back in the days and got me into anime in the first place is Bleach. Yeah. Also, Bleach is the anime that actually taught me how to use English. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. I actually learned how to use English by watching Bleach. Back in the days, I can't even like understand like the concept of like the word like I read it back then. I'm so bad at English back in the days. And watching the subtitle, it kind of like one day it just somehow clicked with me, and then I suddenly understand English. Because I just generally trying to guess the word when I've been like forced to like, watch like anime with like stuff. Because usually I watch like Cantonese or like Mandarin dub, but there are lots of like more like latest anime like Bleach or like Naruto back in the days. Like they don't really have like the dub going on that fast. The CD didn't come out. The official like dub CD doesn't really come out that fast. So I have to go and watch like the sub. What's my native language? Well, really depends. I'm a Malaysian. Malaysian technically have a native language, and also we don't have a native language in Singapore. Like my country language is Malay, but my race is Malaysian Chinese. So by default, I know how to speak Mandarin. But because I'm a city boy in Malaysia, so by default I know how to speak Cantonese too. I don't know why that's default because not a lot of people, Malaysian Chinese in Malaysia actually know how to speak Cantonese. So I know how to speak Cantonese, and my mother tongue basically is like every like like Chinese have like lots of like different like smaller branch out stuff. So mine is Hakka, so I know how to speak Hakka, and then my mom is Hokkien, so I know how to speak. I can't speak Hokkien that well, nor actually sounds like I know what I'm talking. I would say like I only have the ability to understand Hokkien, but not like able to speak. So I like by default a Malaysian Chinese in Malaysia's, they kind of know a lot of language unless they tell you that they are banana. It's kind of like a funny term that we use, but we kind of like forgot actually. Like, if you call like some like Asian person banana, it's kind of a bit offensive. But we use this so much, we kind of like just, yeah, it's just a standard procedures. If you are Malaysian Chinese but you can't speak a lick of English, then you're a banana. Because why I would say like can be a little bit offensive is because what color is a banana? Yellow. And then after you peel the banana, what color is inside of the banana? White. Yeah. It's actually, if you didn't notice, any people from Asia or like in Malaysia, either you are in Singapore or in Malaysia, we use this term a lot. Like, heck, people even refer themselves as a banana when it comes to this kind of situations. That is just funny. But yeah, but generally, not lots of, not lots of. It's like, if you see a Malaysian Chinese, you kind of like already expect them kind of like on the younger generation, not like the older generations. Usually the older generation don't know English that well, but on the younger generation, they usually know how to speak English. So they know a lot of language.
I will tell your tale.
How can I be of aid?
For me, I already understand Japanese, but I can't speak. Mandarin, basically Chinese, Chinese, Cantonese, Hakka, Hokkien, Malay, English. So I know 7 language. I know a little bit too much language at this point. I think it's just like standard procedure for all Malaysians that just know a shit tons of language.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, I haven't got that fully down yet. I sound a little bit posh because I further learned how to speak English properly by watching lots of Doctor Who back in days when I was a kid. Like the newer Doctor Who, when I say like the 10 Doctors, the 11 Doctors, the 12 Doctors, the 14 Doctors. Not the 14, 13, yes. I watch it until the old guy. Oh, gosh, dang it! I hate to do moderations. Hold on a little bit, but I need to. Ban you to Shadow Realm. Yep, I need to go to here and fight like the hardest boss. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it's one of the hardest boss for me. Now I got newer set of skill. I don't think I will struggle up or not.
Move swiftly.
Let me go and do some disenchanting on the yellow stuff. Do I have any yellow stuff? No. Sell everything. Did I just saw yellow stuff? Nope. Just my imagination.
Stay inside.
Oh, Gasheng is another sapphire. But it does increase elemental damage and critical hit chance for a spell. That is bullshit. I'm not a mage! But at least I can increase my elemental damage. Do you know why there's lots of people like love to play this game? You can build. You can do a lot of build. Like you can see like all this is the skill that you get, and when you have this skill, like it does something. Imagine I just try to unlock a skill set. So if I choose like I'm using a crossbow, so I got a lot of crossbow skill, and they will tell you like this.
On hit, galvanic shards create arcs of lightning, which are effective at shocking enemies. Shocked enemies take more damage. You can reload manually by using this skill again. On hit.
Yeah, and then like there's a lots of like interaction between like skills, something like this.
Frost bolts shatter on impact, hitting enemies behind the target. This attack is very effective at freezing enemies. This
So
is an ammo skill.
this is like freezing enemy, and then like the shotgun have a skill that is basically versus frozen enemy. If I freeze any enemy, I attack them, I gain extra damage. And then while like there's so much skill, early access, some weapon didn't unlock it. Magic skill, the mace skill, the occult skill, this and that, yeah, that stuff. Aside from that, you can slot in support skill. It's like, oh, this one is a machine gun, so I add in like this support skill that increase the attack speed, and then this one increase like chain. So it's basically when I shoot one guy, my machine gun bounce to another guy. This is how I manage to like chain a lot of like attack, this and that, yeah, that stuff, things going on there. How to deal like lots of damage. And then I have this firewall. Is a magic skill that it create like a firewall, and then if I have any projectile shot through that firewall, it will become like it will add like add like additional fire damage. And it's beneficial is because everything I have here is a projectile. So they can like boost and buff a lot of stuff, doing all this kind of things. And then glacial bolt, or like the shotgun fragmentation rounds and that other stuff. And the sniper shot, high velocity round. Yeah, you can play melee, long range, or anything. I have a monk. I haven't really started playing that yet. But yeah, generally you can play a lot of stuff. And then you can, like this one, I add like fire infusions, increase the fire damage. This increase more elemental damage. I think I should change it to my glacial bolt. Not glacial bolt, my fragmented round, to be honest. Yeah, if you want to try out the game, the monk is actually really fun. I can go to character selections. The monk currently I have is still like beginner level, so monk is not really there yet. You can do quite a lot of combination and stuff. Oh, I got to show you like the most scariest thing of all. And technically it's not scary. PoE 1 is scarier. PoE 2 is much more easier. If you kind of already did like a few build in PoE 1, you come to PoE 2, everything you can just build it yourself. You don't have to watch guide anymore. Why I say guide? There's a lot of things. And then now I get like for the charge when I do like a thunder skill. Thunder! Yeah, I do have lots of skill. I'm still at the level 4, so I don't get more skill for the staff. Actually, which story I was in? Oh, I already need to go there. Oh, did I finish the cave? Yes, I finished the cave. Nee boo boo, you can't catch me. Yeah, I get like this blue orb like floating around me when I actually have this thing. When I use skill, I actually do way more damage.
I have dreamt of this place as of late. I call forward.
Nah, it depends. Some people want to become a boxer, some people want to become a wrestler, some people want to become an MMA fighter. I don't really recommend to become an MMA fighter, to be honest. Technically, even like boxer. I think boxer did way more damage to your head than MMA. Because like the entire thing is about hitting your head. There's no amount of boxing glove can save you. Still, getting a head hit is not getting a jaw hit. The dangerous part about this kind of like physical stuff is not actually... Oh shit, I'm spun to death. Watch out. Watch out. Hold on a little bit. Yeah, our skull is actually really tough. So, getting hit in your head actually doesn't do too much unless you get hit by a car. Or hit by some object is almost as equal amount as your weight. If you get hit by something like that to your head, yes, you're going to die. But, if you're going to say like you're going to a fight, if someone punch your skull, like your forehead, that guy is going to break his fist. Most of the damage that done to the brain is actually when they know where to hit, and the place they hit is a jaw. Because it's like a skill for them to rattle your brain, so it's literally to rattle your brain so you get disoriented and then like you fall down. That is how they do KO for boxing. And it's the thing they need to target. So having that part, like being exposed to getting hit, is not like the best thing in the world. And also, I'm not actually fully decked out building this guy, so I'm still pretty weak with like using Kira with a stick. I'm continuing with Kira with a gun. Shooting people in the shade, this is always And it punch your face. But yeah, like one of the thing about Path of Exile, why is it called Path of Exile? This is the entire skill, passive skill tree you have to like kind of like navigate yourself. Yeah, you have to develop a path for yourself. It's like, usually there's like, depends on what class you start with. Mine is like mercenary, so I'm starting here. To make it simple, think of it as a triangle. Intelligence, strength, dex. Why I'm here is because my characters is a hybrid of like a strength and dex characters, so I have lots of skills and stuff is kind of like mixed together. And there's a lot more like different things going on here, you know, the general things. And then you can spec into a few things. Like for one, like I can try like go for like lightning damage only, or I can go for like alignment, kind of like damage. Or if I want to be fancy, I can throw out my crossbow and just become a warrior. Don't know why I want to be that, but yeah, you can become a warrior if you wanted to. I spec in a little bit more on like damage and basically try to turn myself into glass cannon. Turn myself into glass cannon, and then I now spec in into bleeding build. The next goal I'm going to go is I'm not sure which one first. Yeah, this one. So I'm going to this path, go to this upside. Once I finish this part, and then I can continue going downward and go to here. I won't get this first, but I need to have this like later on in the game, but I need to focus on getting this tree. This is for the crossbow. You already can see like it's literally a crossbow. There's a few ways, depends on how you want to build your path. Like I can just straight up from here to here and then like zigzag down this way, or I can just, if I think like this one is much more prioritized, because I can kind of like sometimes I can save, like I don't need to reload and stuff, so I just like don't give a shit, just go straight down here and then zigzag to this path. Really depends how you want to build your build. Hide head test. Yeah, you can actually play like since this guy is like generally is you already can see like he's a crossbow characters. But you can see like some of the skill is actually just didn't mention you killing with like anything like this one is like weapon skill point, so it doesn't involve like crossbow. Same with this thing, it also doesn't really involve in crossbow. You can technically use this character and play full melee build. If you want like full melee build, like everything is here. And there's a lot of like fire stuff too, so you can also like add a lot of fire skill into it. You can literally start from this path and guide yourself here and then start going for the red zone, or start going for like green zone. Or you're playing like some sort of like mage character, you will start from here. And then if you want to play a lot of fire, you can go to like, again, like strength is usually scale with fire stuff, and intelligence usually scale with like lightning or ice element. Technically, I think it's like this one, the dexterity is like scale with ice element most, but they kind of like mix a little bit. Like ice is in here, It's like the mixtures of like the ice and like lightning. And if you're going to take a look at the pure dex build, they have a lot of things that is for chaos damage. Basically, it's like poison and stuff. This one. Yeah, you can do a lot of build. You can literally play a guy that maybe he's a mage, but you let him holding a sword and shield because you build it like you have like a lot of like fire-based skill in here, and then you let him hold like the sword and shield and do like lots of like weird ass stuff. Like, I can literally turn my guy into a mage if I want, because it doesn't have any like weapon restrictions. The skill have weapon restrictions, but you as a person don't really have weapon restrictions. The only restriction you get is actually from the stat. It's like this one need dexterity and intelligence. I don't have enough intelligence. I'm too dumb to wield this thing, then I can't wield this thing. Yeah, actually, that is one of the main build for the warrior, because you have to go for ascendancy class. What is ascendancy class? Like, originally this thing is not here. It's like your second class. It will give you additional like skill specific buff that for like very lean toward like a certain gameplay style. If you want to do that, you have to like go through like a certain trial to do it, and that trial, it have some like bullshit modifier that is you cannot get hit. You have a meter called honor meter. Even though like your health is like you can tank through all the damage, you heal through all the damage, your honor is like permanently like get decreased. If you get hit too much, you just lost the entire trial, and then you have to restart the entire trial again. So the main thing is you get hit. It's not like you losing health or you die. So long range have like a de facto benefit from it because we are shooting it at long range. Mage are shooting it at long range. Monk technically have like long range skill because of like they are mage and like magic and like dexterity hybrid. And the only one that got the short end of the stick is actually warrior. Because warrior is literally, like I say, warrior. They smack the shit out of people. They don't really have any range skill. They jump into people's faces. They are going to get hit, and then they are going to lose all of the honor, and then just immediately lost the game. They have to be playing like super safe. It's just like rolling around, smack people in the face once, and then rolling around again. Yeah, it's basically that if they want to survive that. So there's people decide that, you know, fuck this, I'm not going to melee with people. Just like change it into like holding like a fire staff, and then just keep shooting fireball. He basically respect everything into like fire base, anything like fire base, and then just use that weapons to clear through the entire game. And then now that thing has become like the most safest way for a warrior to go through that trial. Can I use this yet? No. Oh, why go back to the bone pit? Finish the bone pit. For me, my character is more in critical. I do a lot of critical damage because most of my skill have a gimmick that is turn my like this one, you will see like I have a lot of damage is convert 100% or like maybe 80 or 60% of my physical damage to cold damage. Basically, if I need to do element, some people, like when it comes to mage, they have to boost the element damage. For me, I don't really necessarily have to boost my elemental damage. All I need to do is boost my physical damage. By itself is already like default increase my cold damage if I do that. So I don't have to do too much. Just do enough. I rarely use my wall banner. I should use it more.
Blessings.
Okay, let's go to the next map. The map of the Titan. And I hate that. I hate this map. Back in the days when I'm not in my this current build, this is actually a new character that I restart to play in Mercenary, because again, earlier, there's still lots of balancing stuff that they definitely need to do. They nerf a bunch of skill for Mercenary because a lot of people are taking using it as exploit and stuff. Incidentally, I don't look at guide, but the things I've been doing is kind of similar. I just didn't take advantage of it too egregiously my entire build. I'm crashing. Keep diving in the ground. I can't do anything to it. Yeah, this guy can't kill me, so just ignore him. Where was I again? I kind of forgot the interruptions from the swarm, but nope, not gonna work. Ooh. Yeah, me and my bird brain. You know, usually people are streaming that technically in autopilot mode, playing the game, either playing the game or playing the chatting with the chat. I'm technically doing both, autopilot chatting and autopilot playing the game. Even though I do enjoy the game when it comes to making build and stuff. And if you ever saw me doing drawing stream, you might have to expect one thing. My drawing stream is essentially a yapping stream in disguise. I just chat too much. That's generally how I do like drawing stream. Either I become super like invested on what I'm drawing, I don't say a single word, but that generally doesn't really happen nowadays because I need to do my artwork like ridiculously fast. I can actually show it to you guys now. Hold on a little bit. Like, most of my artwork nowadays is a really fast-induced art stuff. Okay, here. Mainly, I'm starting to draw like this instead of like how I usually draw is because one of my eyes is slowly going blind. So I decided to, you know what, I spend too much time on screen. I want to at least go down the way I want, playing games, not drawing. But I still like drawing, to be honest. I love playing games and drawing, so yeah. But try to make like a very, very good drawing. Like, you have to do like very good rendering. Is kind of like spending a little bit way too much effort on some like minor detail that people won't even like will try to notice unless you do it like godlike artwork. Hi there, Snoopy. So I'm doing like this kind of challenge, like I draw like one VTuber and then I call out that VTuber, hey, nominate a friend, and then like they call out a VTuber and then I'll like, okay, draw that person's, and then like keep doing it. This is actually a cosplayer. I'm just drawing like the last cosplay he did. Like I do a lot of drawing stuff. The Dookie Buffets. Yeah, now most of my artwork is like low effort drawing. I'm not doing like any like high skilling drawing a long time ago. Technically, even my high skill level ceiling is not really that strong. Yeah, let's try to get this thing out. And I have a special art style. It's called the carving style. You kind of can see like there's like a few one have like very like dark shading. Hold on a little bit, I need to find my most proudest one. Yes, this one. Ta-da! I have like this very, very like heavily shaded style. It's basically I draw a sketch on top and then under the layer I basically do like a huge, like using the Clip Studio have this like lasso fill tool. I just use black color to fill the entire thing, and then slowly using the transparent tool and the lasso tool, kind of like chip pieces by pieces, and chip the like the blank part out, and then I can sort of like color it on top of it. And this is another one. Actually, this thing takes a lot more effort to do than most people think it does. Because how it works, it doesn't really, it's not actually like drawing, it's more like carving. And my dippy chibi. Basically, the way I draw the eye, somehow they look dumb, so I call them derpy chibi. Yeah, I've been trying to like teach people how to do it too. For a lot of my friends, they have like art background. They try to learn how to do it. even they found it like a little bit harder. Like, hold on a bit. Grab my drawing pen. So I just quickly do a oops, loading, auto saving. So this is like a random face already been drawn. I then use a oops. I then use a lasso tool that go full black and do something like this. Just by the general area, of course, like if they got hair, I do the hair too. And then I would follow the sketch, kind of try my best to follow the sketch, use this thing to chip away the facial shape. Imagine like this is like there's a hair here, and then do something like this. Then imagine like he has a nose. I decided to add another way for me to like draw the nose here. And then if I need the face to like this face, I feel like a little bit too sharp, so I need it to be a little bit chubbier. I can do additional like adding more clay into it and then like removing this clay. Like basically slowly carve out a facial shape. And those kind of things. It's actually quite easy. For me, I'm not sure lots of people, all my friends say it's really hard. Ouch. Yeah, it's quite easy way to do artwork. It's like if your weakness is doing line art, actually this is a good way for you to skip the line art. Yeah, try to, even though I get compared a lot, I kind of like a little bit, not really liking for that kind of comparison. But if you try to think like, if you play the game Persona, if you think about like how the art style works, it's kind of similar like it. But essentially, it's a very, in a way, the aesthetic it looks like somewhat similar to like Western like olden days comic. When they have like much more like heavier inking when it comes to that drawing. I wonder if I can shoot a fire shot from this thing. Nope, it's not fire. Imagine there's a fire and ice there. Well, nowadays art has become way more formulaic. Do you know why? It's because there's so many like TikTok or like YouTube shorts that just didn't teach people the basic. they just tell people like, hey, do this and do this, and you get this. And it's generally like the kind of art style people like that is like quite appealing. So people would just like do that stuff without knowing why. Like, I can go back to it again. This is a topic I really love to talk about. I literally have like a file for this. Because not lots of people have like the basic down, to be honest, when it comes to drawing. They know how to draw, generally came from a lot of like people just watching like the tips and stuff. Or like just copy what other people draw and then they learn it that way, this and that, yeah, that stuff. A lot of people like learn art through watching people doing art. So they might be able to mimic and then develop their own skill, but again, they still have no idea sometimes how things are working as they are, like this particular thing. If I need to show, I will be showing this particular thing is, if you kind of look at this, if you draw an anime face, you always realize that sometimes some anime character have like this dot over here, or like some manga character or any type of drawing, they have like this dot of here, and nobody actually know what that dot is. Actually, if you actually know the basic of anatomy and like a lot more of the basic stuff, you would notice, imagine this is our eyebrow, have like a muscle that wiggle our eyebrow, and then this one is like our eyelid. Eyelid itself have a muscle there, something like this. So when those muscle like two meet, like squish up together, there's like a gap happening over here. This gap of shadow is actually that dot that you always see. And this line is also the line in between your eyelid and your eyebrow muscle. If you don't really have that kind of understanding, it's really hard for you to be able to draw it actually that properly. Alright there, Snoopy. Have a nice day, and thank you for dropping by. But yeah, as you already can see, like most of the things here, you can like, once you learn about the element of like this thing, you can squish thing down and squish thing up. Depends on how are you going to control, because the more you understand the basic, the more you'll be able to play around with the slider, like the gap slider of between the eye, how big the eyes are going to be, and how big the iris, this and that, yeah, that stuff, or like how the eyebrow going to work with closing up with the eyes, and then you can develop a way more anime eyes than you think, something like this. So it's actually like, if you don't really like intentionally go and target and study a specific thing on anatomy, you might just mimic other people drawing only without knowing why. This is why a lot of artists, they also hitting a lot of wall way harder than most people nowadays, because they literally just mimic other people. They never really like understand why they need to do this, why they need to do that. They just know everyone does it, so they do the same thing. So they end up unable to perform properly when they try to like make their own stuff, and then they get stuck. It's like you always watch tutorial when they kind of like draw the face in this angle, but when the face is on the other side of the angle, or like maybe like if the camera is literally come up from here, imagine a camera come up from here, they would not be able to imagine how it's going to be, because they never really learned anatomy or like how to like change the angle shape or this and that, yeah, that stuff. So they kind of got stuck in there. They unable to like perform like in a 360-degree imaginations, because they always copying or mimicking other people drawing. They learn, even though they become good at drawing, they only good at drawing that what they mimic at. So when it comes to like different angle, it might be much more harder for them to actually draw it. Something like that. Like you have to like know like there's also like understanding of muscle, your bone, like this is your back plate of the bone, and then this is like the shuriken muscle that we have. And then after that, there's another set of muscle in the back over here. That is like the wing muscle. That is like when you see like bodybuilder, when they kind of flex, they usually have like pretty lean body, and then they flex their back, and then you see like there's like side like V shape like start popping out of the body. Yeah, that one. So art is actually really fun, especially when you actually legitly do more study of the artwork, and then you'll be like, oh, that's why they're doing that thing. Oh, that's how they're doing it. Oh, that's how the thought process of that artwork. Yeah, it's like invest more time on studying the basic and then build your own thing up. It's always way better than just trying to draw the most appealing thing that everyone likes it. Of course, I can say that is because I'm not actually trying to like live off my life like drawing, even though I do have like a commission stuff going on, but I won't actually like try my best to like draw the most appealing thing for like other people. It's more like I draw my own art style and this and that. But also because of that, I don't really have lots of clients. So I'm actually nowadays I'm doing this thing. It's like the call out post. It's like I draw like I spend like maybe 30 minutes minimum. Most minimum is like 30 minutes, or like the maximum like 1 hour. Within 1 hour, I will finish a drawing, and then I'll post them. They will like nominate another person, and I keep drawing until they either too busy to nominate another person's, or they forgot, and then I'll start another one again. Actually, I already the chain of this one is already broken because I only like draw 2 people, and then it's already stopped. So I need to start another one again. Actually, I'm trying to I think of like doing something much more like punching up my weight, something like that. I want to draw Dokibot and then like tag Doki, see like, hey, do you have a friend to nominate? You know what? Might be fun to do it. But she is busy, so it might be the first link already got like the chain will be like break. Sadly. Oh, completely forgot. Ta-da. Either way, I also been streaming for quite a long time. I need to rest my eye too. Also, like, yeah, thanks for dropping by and chatting with me, like, Papa. It's a very fun chat with you. Hope next time we can actually do more chatting in the future. I might have to change my spirit next time. If I'm actually getting new spirit. By the way, yeah, I also need to like take a break. My eyes start to hurt. Again, my eyes is not in a very healthy state, to be honest. I can't stream that long. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and as always, everyone, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream. Bye-bye.